Okay, here's a review I've been wanting to do for a long time, mostly because nobody's talking about it. And that might be because the book is almost 200 years old. I like old things, so I was pretty interested in getting my hands on it and reading it. And now that I finally have, I can say without a doubt that I'm a little disappointed and I was pretty bored reading it. Here we are, Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. Apparently, old Julesy here is like the godfather of adventure books. Little tidbit for you. When Jules Verne was just a child, he tried to stow away to India, and his father found out and beat the shit out of him. So, very adventurous little fella right from the get go. Which would make sense why he'd go on to pen great classics such as Journey to the Center of the Earth, or I think another one is The Mysterious Island, and I believe both were adapted into movies, and neither of which I've watched yet. So I'll have to get around to that. Now, first off, when this book, I mean, the book title really doesn't lie. When it says Journey to the Center of the Earth, it really does mean journey. It's all about the journey to the center of the Earth. There's really not much about the center of the Earth, like when it gets to it. Also, I don't know what the other covers look like, but this cover is just a complete big lie. Note the sauropod here. The big long necked dinosaur. Yeah, not in the book. Up here we have a pterodactyl. Not in the book. Well, I mean it's mentioned in the book, but it's like a figment of what's his name? Axel's imagination. Speaking of Axel, there's only about four main characters in this whole book. Well, three actually. There's the three main adventurers that this whole journey is based around. This is Axel, his uncle, Dr. Lidenbrock, who is the professor that's expediting this expedition. He's the one that pushes this whole thing along, basically drags his poor little nephew along with him. Well, not little, but. And then there's Hans, who's by far easily my favorite character in the book, even though he barely speaks, and when he does speak, it's in Icelandish. I don't know what the correct term would be, but yeah, he's from Iceland, and that's what he speaks. So anytime he does say anything, the professor is the one that kind of translates for him, and it's usually only like one word, 1 to 2 word sentences that he says. But he's this big Icelandic folk fella, blonde hair, long blonde hair. He's a hunter who collects feathers from a bird, so he's not much of a hunter. He's basically more of a gatherer. Anyway, my biggest problem with this book is that it's pretty friggin' boring. If you're a mineralologist, you're gonna have a heyday, or a geologist, I should say, whatever the hell. Um, like it goes on about rocks like there's no tomorrow. All kinds of rocks and minerals, and it really goes into specific detail. And if you don't know a thing about it, like I do, I mean, I know what igneous rock is. That's about it. Like, and so yeah, the whole thing is just them getting to Iceland. Most of the book actually is them getting into Iceland and then getting into the volcano to reach the passage to the center of the Earth. They don't actually get to the center of the Earth till like the very end of the book, and when they do, it's kind of just like skipped over almost. Now you might be thinking, what's with the dinosaurs on the cover? As I was wondering, well, there are prehistoric creatures in the book. There's like three. There's a blind fish, and that long neck, uh, not the one on the cover, but the one with fins that lives in the ocean. Don't know what it's called. It's got sharp teeth. And then this other like alligator creature that it's fighting, and that's only in one chapter, couple pages, very briefly. So yeah, those are the three prehistoric creatures in the entire book. Like I said, it's more of the journey getting there. It's more the journey to the center of the Earth. I mean, the title does not lie. It's not really about what's at the center of the Earth. It's just a big hollow earth theory, I guess is what this really revolves around. They do find this sea underground, which they dubbed the Lidenbrock Sea, because Professor Lidenbrock is the one leading this expedition. They also find an island on the sea, which they name after the nephew, Axel Island. And they even name a little stream after my favorite character, Hans, called Hans Brook, which is, they plow through this wall and a bunch of steaming hot water spouts out, and they follow the trickling stream down, and that's actually where they find the underground beach and ocean, or underground sea. Those parts were cool. I did enjoy them. I did enjoy the book. I was bored to tears sometimes, a lot of the time. But I mean, sometimes it really had its moments. There's a part where they blow the hell out of this cave. Not a good idea. I don't. And that causes them to go whooshing down this dark tunnel for hours, if not like a day or two or something like that. Something crazy long, where they couldn't see and just know that they're flying down. Yeah, so stuff like that is kind of suspenseful. This is a suspenseful book at times, and I suppose it is a satisfying ending, except for the fact that there's no goddamn dinosaurs. Like, what is with this cover? And anyone that knows of Journey to the Center of the Earth associates it with dinosaurs, like big giant dinosaurs underground. You find this lost world, and it's prehistoric and blah blah blah. Yeah, that's barely anything. Like, that's barely what the book's about. And like I said, there's about 3 prehistoric creatures in it, one of which is a blind fish. So overall, like I said, I did enjoy it a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I wouldn't recommend it, I don't think. I am looking forward to seeing the movie still. Yeah, even though I hear not too great things about it, but whatever. I'll still check it out. I mean, I checked out the book, this lackluster book, and I enjoyed myself reading it sometimes. Like I said, I liked Hans. I did like the characters in it, and it was really cool. I mean, this book is almost 200 years old, and it's still more or less readable. I mean, I got to the end. I didn't just rage quit. It is very slow at times, and my God, does it talk about rocks a shit ton. Like, so many rocks and minerals and blah, 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 blah. If you love rocks, I mean, this is the book for you. If you enjoy underground caverns and just geology and mineralogy, I don't know if that's a word, but if it is a word, if you enjoy it, that's great. You're going to love this book then. But if you're looking for a sci-fi adventure book, yeah, you're going to be sorely disappointed, I think. I mean, I kind of was. If you're looking for like dinosaurs and stuff, I don't know, read Jurassic Park. I never have. I've watched the movies. I'm assuming the book will have dinosaurs in it, unlike this book that has 2 water creatures in it and a blind fish. Yeah, if you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. I'll even be friends with you on Facebook, not in real life. And if you didn't enjoy this video, I'm surprised you're at the end listening to this. And if you enjoyed this book, unlike me, well, I mean, I didn't hate it, but if you're like yelling at me that I missed something, let me know. Or don't. It's like whatever. And if you really, really love this book, I'm sorry for shitting on it. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. It was just a little boring and rocky. Just a little rocky. See you later.